People want real, and that's where we shine. And at this stage of life, we're done pretending, and people love that. Hey everyone, what's up? It's your girl, Donita Divine. Welcome to another episode of Wind Down Wednesday podcast. If you're new here, this podcast is all about real talk, shared experiences, and connecting with the community. Tonight's episode is about becoming an influencer after 40 and beyond. Yep, I said it. So grab your drinks, get comfortable, and let's dive in. Oh, and don't forget, this is January, and my drink of choice is good old H2O. I won't partake in the wine until February. So, yes. Becoming a social media influencer at 40 and beyond. Yep, I said it. Now, I know you might be thinking, isn't that for the younger crowd? But nope, it's not. It's for you and you and you and you too. So imagine turning your love for cooking and cleaning and your quirky family, little things that y'all do around the house, and even your rants into something that's fun and a fun and fulfilling outlet. Trust me, it's not too late to let the world see just what we see, what I see when I talk to you. Sometimes I'm like, girl, you need your own show, right? And that is the case. Nowadays, what we used to see at home, now we can let the world see it, right? So let's talk about the pros and the cons and how to get started. And I'm gonna even talk about some of my experiences along the way. So why start now? You're like, I'm in my 40s, I'm in my 50s, I'm in my 60s. Why do I start now? Really? Is that what you're thinking? Like starting right now is a good time to start. Because guess what? I know you think the younger crowds are doing this, but guess what? They haven't really lived yet. And you have a story to tell. Think about all the life experiences you've had. Whether it's raising teenagers, juggling work and home, or chasing new dreams, your story is relatable. Imagine all of the things that we've done in these few years, and we may have captured a little bit, but imagine start capturing more right now of your life. You would be amazed how much good content you have. And authenticity is in. People are tired of seeing the picture perfect influencers with the perfect bodies, these perfect teeth, which I really like. But people are, they have the perfect skin, the filters, and what have you. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't use those, or if you have those are great qualities to have. But what happens is people start to feel the pressure of being picture perfect like the influencers. So when they find someone like you and I, me and you, and they say, oh, okay, they may have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, or they have a little, then they realize that, oh, I can do this too. People want real, and that's where we shine. And at this stage of life, we're done pretending, and people love that. And another, it's our outlet. You need a break. You need a space to share, and social media can be your perfect creative space, your perfect creative escape, and therapy. all rolled into one. And so you wonder, like, what would I talk about? What would be my niche? I mentioned a few in the beginning, but there is a niche for everyone. And when we say niche, I mean there's like a category. There is a level. Like, what are the things that you love talking about? So you're going to talk about and you're going to show whatever you love, whether it's fashion, fitness, gardening. The sky is the limit. Or if you're a geek like me, you might want to share some tools. So just sharing your hilarious day to day. There is an audience waiting for that too. Okay, so let me share a little bit about me and my journey. I've been known for having a few lavish parties, and doing the most. And back in the day, I did have a camera, but we were taking photos. We weren't really doing the video thing like we're doing now. So I have a lot of photos from those events. But like I said, at that time, social media existed, but it really wasn't like it is now. We took a lot of photos and we didn't take a lot of video. And when I was working with my VA, she was like, hey, send me what you have. And a lot of that stuff was photos. And she was like, you don't have any videos? I'm like, look, I'm old school. So a lot of my videos was of my kids or my friends. I never really videotaped myself. So when it became more popular, I would post something maybe once a month and then throw in a selfie here and there, but I'm throwing in video of somebody else. But knowing what I know now, I would have started documenting everything a long time ago. I would breeze through these videos now if I knew then what I knew now, because I would be super experienced with content. But you know what? None of that matters, because today is the day that you start, because I started already. Pick up that camera and hit record. Pick up that camera and record yourself. It doesn't have to be perfect, and honestly, my first 50 videos were not perfect, and that's okay. And they're still not perfect, and that's okay. Now let's talk about the pros. We're going to talk about the fun part. Yeah, I told you why it was okay to start being over 40, but there are real perks of diving into this influencer thing. It really is. The first perk is creative freedom. Whether you're trying a new recipe, showing off your DIY skills, or sharing your favorite outfit, you get to express yourself, and it's your content. For another one is extra income. Once you build a following, baby, the brands might want to partner with you, and it's a great way to bring in some extra cash, and not only that, to get extra products, stuff that you already use, and then they start noticing that people are following you and buying things because you referred them. They're going to give you more stuff, and they're going to say, hey, push this, talk about this too. So you already are working with your favorite brand, and you're making money on top of it. And the next thing is building a community. You'll get to connect with people who get you, and that's important, because yeah, we have friends and they kind of just put up with us because they are our friends. You have your family, they just like, oh, here she go doing another cookbook, or here she go trying on another outfit. But when you get your community and you start connecting with people that get you, that say, yeah, pop on that dress, sis, that feels so good. And it's like building a tribe of friends from all over the world, people that get you. That is the best part for me, on top of the money. Not on top of the money, but including the money. The next one is empowerment. It's something empowering about putting your voice out there and inspiring others. For me, that is top notch. Chef's kiss. The next one is learning new things, from tech skills to public speaking, which is one of my hardest things for me. But this journey will teach you so much about yourself and the world. You will set goals that you never even knew that you wanted to do. Now, we talked about the pros, and those were some amazing pros. Now let's talk about the cons. I have to keep it real. So there are a few things that we need to think about and talk about. And number one is, it's going to take time. Creating content, editing videos, engaging with your audience is a big investment, I will say. Unless you already got the editing down or you got a family member that knows how to edit videos, then that's half the battle. Creating content is a full-time job. Yes. And I really didn't know it before I got started. Because yeah, like I said, I took videos of everything. I take pictures of everything because I used to have a love of photography. Used to be a photographer back in the day. But I love taking photos. I never was one to be in the photo. So that is a change for me. So it takes time unless you do have that support. Someone may say you may have a younger sibling or a teenage daughter or son that loves editing content. Then you're ahead of the game if you have that. And the learning curve. Platforms like TikTok or YouTube may feel intimidating at first. But don't worry, you'll figure it out. It's super easy, and like I said, just like the other one, if you have somebody that is younger, but you know what, they have YouTube videos for everything. So all you have to do is find a YouTube video on how to TikTok. Find a YouTube video on how to upload videos on YouTube. And just like that, you graduated. The other con is negative comments. Yeah, I've already been getting negative comments, but I'm okay with it because you know why? I'm older and I don't really care. I mean, I care about the advice, but somebody telling me that I'm overweight or somebody telling me this and that, you know, I take the good and I'll take the bad and I'll make minor adjustments if it needs to be done, because not everyone is kind online, but those comments say more about them than you. So learn to read the comments if you choose and take the good with the bad. Another, I don't know if it's a con or just a real talk. You need to have patience. Building an audience and monetizing your content does not happen overnight. So you have to stick with it. And monetizing is due to repetition and engaging with your audience. So if you're already the type of person that posts a picture and engage with people on social media, once again, you are ahead of the game. The next one is balancing act. Finding time for content creation alongside of your daily responsibilities can be a little tricky. So you may definitely have to set some boundaries and make yourself a schedule. But don't make it seem like a chore, because let it be your outlet. Make it be something that you can't wait to do. So now we're going to talk about how do you get started at this, because I know you're ready, right? You've already been doing your content. You're like, yeah, I got this. So what are you thinking? You're like, this sounds great. Where do I begin? Sign me up, sis. Okay, here's the truth. Here's the lowdown. First thing you need to do is find your thing. What is your thing? What do you like to do? What do you love to talk about? What do you love to do? What do you love to talk about? Whether it's cooking, fashion, your kids, your collections. Lean into it. Pick those things and stick with it. For me, I'm a little bit all over the place because I do a little bit of everything. I love fashion. I do DIY or a little bit of remodeling. We have a remodeling business, so I talk about that. I have a travel business because I love to travel. I talk about that. I love meeting new people that stimulate me. I talk about those things. So I do talk about a little bit of everything. But the one thing I really love is dancing. I ain't talking about that though. So maybe I'll start dancing. Nobody wants to see. See, that's TikTok. So maybe I'll do start my TikTok on dancing. I doubt it. Because those TikToks, when I do them, they're horrible. But lean into what you love to do or what you love to talk about. And then pick a platform. Start with one or two. So like Instagram is great for photos. But now they have become very video and reel heavy. So really decide on if you're going to do photos or if you're going to be doing reels. Those are, and then Facebook. I know a lot of people don't like Facebook, but the Facebook was the first platform that paid me. And all I was doing was posting like regular stuff. Mostly pictures. I may post a reel here or two, but I realized I got more money when I post a reel. YouTube is better when you have longer video content like this. It's for longer videos. And TikTok is more of that quick, fun content that you just want to throw up and you can do it for like 60 seconds and under. Start small. That's your next step. Don't stress about it because remember I was saying it's going to be a learning curve and you're going to have patience. So don't stress about having all this fancy equipment. Guess what? All you need is your cell phone and some natural light, and that's all you need to get started. We already have those little ring lights that's on our cell phones. You know, Snapchat has an extra little flash that you can use when you take your photos. So a lot of these apps already give you the equipment that you need to get started. You don't need a full flash studio. You just need to get started. The next thing is plan your content. Think about what you want to post and when. Like I said before, you got a simple schedule can help you stay consistent because in order to get monetized, you have to be consistent. I found that out too. And be yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not. I know that I see tons of influencers. I watch a lot of channels here on YouTube. I subscribe to a lot of dope women platforms and they are killing the game. But guess what? That's them. I admire them, but I don't try to compete or be them because I'm me and I love me. And I want you to love who you are because that's what makes you special. Your unique personality is what people will love, is what they want to see. They don't want to see you acting like the Kardashians. We already seen that. We have a million other people acting like the Kardashians. We don't want to, so whoever you are, be you, be your authentic self. because that's going to go a much longer way than you're trying to pretend to be somebody else. Because you may wake up and be like, oh, let me turn this camera on, and then you forget what personality you were last week. So, but if you're always you're always on, and you're good enough. You are enough. And like I mentioned before, also engage. Reply to comments, ask questions in your posts, and interact with your followers. That is huge. And that's something that I'm still trying to do, because initially people don't respond right away. So when the algorithm hits and then someone watches the video, and then it might be weeks later, someone might send me a comment. So then I have to then go back and respond to that. But building relationships is key in this game. And everything that I do, I watch. And then I'm like, yeah, I got that. Why didn't I do that? So follow the influencers that you admire. Stay open to feedback, because growth takes time. Because like I said, you own the camera, you own the video. It's your content, and you can do with it what you choose. So have fun with it, and don't take it too seriously. This is your creative outlet, so enjoy the process. And remember, your first few videos may not be perfect. Mine definitely were not, but that's okay. The most important thing is that you start. That's it. That's the most important thing. Because I get people that come up to me all the time and say, girl, I watched your haul. I bought those boots. I rock that dress. Or they'll tag me, and I love that. I try to encourage people to tag me. Because some stuff I wear, some stuff I don't wear. So that's why it's important for me to shop my closet, because I want people to know what's out there and what's in my dang on closet. Girl, stop buying stuff. But anywho, but some people may want to be inspired. I like to be inspired. This is why I paint my walls black. I've been looking at that and was wanting to do something different on this wall. I knew that I wanted the walls black. I just didn't know about getting the wood pieces added to it. The wood elements added. And that for me was the game changer. But had I not been doing my research and studying social media, I wouldn't have known. So social media is your friend, and it can always also be your outlet. So that's the scoop. Becoming an influencer at 40 and beyond is not only possible, but you can also be amazing at it, because it can be so rewarding. Whether you want to share your tips, laughs, or lessons, there is a whole world out there waiting to hear from you. So, what are you waiting for? So, like I said before, start small, stay true to yourself, be authentic, and have fun with it. And hey, if you're thinking about taking the leap, let me know down in the comments. Because you already have a YouTube page, because you're watching my video right now. So you've already taken the first step to get on YouTube. So if you check your phone, look for your videos, I'm sure you've already videotaped yourself doing something either informational, educational, funny, fly, whatever it is. Check your phone already to see if you've already started some content. And another tip is, if you don't have content already, just start recording yourself. And just getting used to being on camera. Because like I said, for years, I studied photography for a few years when I was younger. And I had a dark room. but I also loved being in front of the camera. But because I was the photographer, I didn't get the opportunity to be in front of the camera. So when I'm out and about, I capture videos of all of my friends acting a darn fool. So when it's time for someone to say, do you have videos of yourself at that party? I do not. So now I'm more mindful of capturing footage of me and to enjoying life. Whether it's setting up a video camera somewhere and just recording moments of you enjoying your life. You're cooking your food, you're talking to your kids, teaching them, tucking them in at bed at nighttime, whatever your thing is, you're cleaning your house. Just start recording. So let me know down in the comments if you're gonna start. And if you created a channel, let me know what your handle is, because I would love to cheer you on. If you started a TikTok, let me know what your username is, because I want to follow you. Okay? So until next time, keep shining and showing the world exactly what you see. Somebody amazing. You've got this.